Starting at wide receiver, number 5, Jackson Bergman. Starting at tight end, number 7, Braxton Heisler. Starting wide receiver, number 11, Tyler Baird. And wide
Good evening, football fans, and welcome to Aces Field here in beautiful Hicksville, Ohio on a gorgeous Friday evening as we are getting ready on this 20th day of October to kick off week number 1 of the high school football regular season. A varsity football matchup coming your way tonight as the homestanding Aces throw out the welcome mat to the visiting Patriots of Patrick Henry. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. Glad to have you here with us alongside Chris Warrener. He'll be operating the iPad Pro camera. And we're going to be bringing you live stream coverage here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel of tonight's matchup. Looking forward to it, and a great game here tonight. And, of course, a little bit to talk about as we get ready to get things started. We're about 3.5 minutes away from kickoff. We do first off want to thank all of you for joining us this evening. And again, looking forward to the start of high school football right now. Even though it is kind of a fluid situation, but as it stands right now, there are no restrictions on crowd size or number of attendees for the football game. So a good crowd of the faithful here to root the Aces on, hopefully to victory tonight, and a pretty good contingent on the other side of the field that made the trip over from Henry County and Hamler, where the Patrick Henry High School is located. So again, they're encouraging people again to use their common sense and be as safe as possible under the circumstances, but we're going to keep our fingers crossed and hope that this is going to be the case for the next 10 weeks, and we're going to be able to get all of these regular season games in with the fans in the stands. And of course, we'll be bringing you our coverage here. And should that change, the good news is that we are going to be able to still bring you all of the action via the live stream, though I'm sure I'm in agreement with everybody else. We'd much rather be able to do these games with fans in the stands than otherwise. We want to say a big thank you to our underwriters. Once again this year, making all of our high school football sports broadcasts possible here on Hicksville Community Television, our live streams on the YouTube channel or on the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page, and of course on Mediacom Channel 12, and that is the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, the Jim Schmidt Truck Lot, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. We cannot thank them enough, and we'll be recognizing them several times throughout the course of this evening. And another kind of interesting, of course, this is the start of the season, so the first 3 games played are going to be non-conference. So we've got Patrick Henry here tonight. Next week on the road to visit the Knights down in Crestview, and then we'll be back home for week number 3 action here at Aces Field with the Eden Bombers. And then we'll get into the Green Meadows Conference schedule as we'll move through the season starting 1 week early. Usually, week number 1 is the Friday of the week of the Defiance County Fair, but the fair doesn't start till tomorrow. So for this year, Defiance County Fair's Friday night will be in Convoy for week number 2. So getting things started a little bit early, but that's okay. The other thing that's going to be interesting for this season is that we have I don't know if I think it's the first time we've got a young lady on the varsity football team for this year for the Aces, and that'll be number 33. She is the kicker, Brianna Scheibel, so you can keep your eyes peeled for her out there on the field. 5 seniors returning for varsity football action on the Aces squad as well, and we'll be doing names and numbers for both teams as we get going. Of course, the Aces getting the football to start the game. The Patriots teeing it up and getting ready to kick off. Let me do a quick scan here and see if I can. Their kicker is, it looks like, number 4, which is Ray Marino. And back for the Aces, Brant Langham, number 24. And Kyler Baird wears number 11. And we might be a little bit slow on the uptake with the names and numbers for game number 1, but I guarantee you 2 or 3 weeks in, we'll be rattling them off like nobody's business. So we're ready to get started. Again, thanks for joining us here on Hicksville Community Television, and we are underway with the varsity football season. A high kick, it comes down, takes a hop, rolls, goes past the back man, scooped up. That's Baird with the ball, and Baird is going to get taken down inside the 10-yard line. So a bit of a misfire there as the ball took a Patrick Henry bounce for sure. Baird able to track the ball down, scoop it up, but not able to make much happen after he picked the ball up. Aces will set for their first offensive play of the season. There's a snap, quick throw out to the side, caught. Minimal gain, Baird grabbed the pass. Aaron Klima wearing number 20, working at the quarterback position for the Aces. Again, as is pretty much traditional, Aces working out of the shotgun. 2nd and 6 to go. Hand off, that's Baird. Baird turns the corner. Baird out to, looks like about the 15-yard line, a pickup of a couple. See where they mark him officially. Going to bring up 3rd down for the Aces. And 4 yards to go. Aces will huddle up. Klima gets the snap. Klima, quick reverse, he hands it off. That looks to be number 5, Jackson Bergman. Bergman turns the corner, getting out close to about the 23, 24-yard line, which should move the chains. First down, Aces. That'll take them out to the 24-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Aces. So after starting off a little bit in a hole, the Aces have managed to get themselves a little breathing room and pick up a 1st down. Klima with the snap. Quick throw. Dropped. And pretty sure that was a forward pass and not a lateral, but not taking any chances. The receiver dropping on the ball just to make sure. So incomplete pass will make it 2nd and 10, and the ball stay at the 24-yard line for Hicksville. Set the backfield with Klima. Klima gets the snap, dropping back, looking downfield again. Aaron puts the ball up, caught, and that'll be good enough for a 1st down. And that's Brody Balzer making the grab out about the 35, 36-yard line. And that'll be another 1st down for the Aces as they keep the offensive drive going here early on, 1st quarter action. No score. That's caught by Bergman. Bergman battling his way forward, spin move. He'll pick up a few, get out to about the 42-yard line. Bergman, one of the 5 seniors on the squad for the Aces this football season. Clock continues to roll, 9:24 to go in our opening quarter. Week number 1, high school football action here on HIX-TV. Quick snap, that was to Bergman. Bergman handles the snap. Bergman puts his shoulder down and looks like he's going to pick up a little bit of yardage. Not a lot, maybe about a yard. Creep the nose of the football out to the 42-yard line to make it 3rd and 4 for the Aces. Klima takes the snap. Looking to put it in the air again. Now he rolls out. Looking downfield. Fakes still. Another pump fake, and they're going to take him down back at the 36-yard line. Klima just could not find anybody downfield to throw the ball to. And that's the first tackle for a loss. First quarterback sack of the night for the Patriots defensive squad. That'll bring up 4th down for the Aces. And with the loss of yardage, it'll be 4th and 10. And Bergman's going to drop back to punt the ball away. And we'll get our first look at the Patrick Henry offense for the evening. Bergman gets his foot into it. It'll come down and bounce at about the 28-yard line and make a good Hicksville roll inside the 25. And looks like they'll down it at about the 23. So a good punt from Bergman as the possession will change. Aces get a couple of first downs and advance the ball out to about the 42, 43-yard line before their drive stalls on a quarterback sack. And now we'll switch over to defense. And again, we'll have our first look at the Patrick Henry Patriots. They only have 2 quarterbacks on their roster, at least the roster we've been giving. One is a freshman and the other is only a sophomore. And the sophomore is behind center. Quick hitter out, and the ball is caught. That's number 34, Noah Kistner. Kistner, the senior, takes the ball out across the 30-yard line to about the 33. Their quarterback is number 6, Nash Meyer. Meyer, again, a 6'2 sophomore. He'll come trotting back out to the huddle with the play from the sidelines. Head coach for the Patrick Henry football team is Bill Inselman. Of course, Lucas Smith, head coach for the Aces. That'll be a first down for Patrick Henry as they again move the ball out to the 33-yard line to extend their offensive plays. 1st and 10. Meyer keeps the ball himself. Meyer out to about the 35. He'll pick up a couple. That'll make it 2nd and about 8. They're going to give him credit for 3 yards. So 2nd and 7 as they'll move the ball out to the 36-yard line. Give him a little forward progress. New wide receiver Landon Johnson comes in with the play from Nash Meyer. Meyer all alone in the backfield. He's got 3 wide receivers out, 3 out wide on the far side, 2 near side towards us. Low snap, scoops it up. Quick pass, and he is leveled as soon as he gets his hand on the ball. They're going to say it's incomplete, not a catch and fumble. So that will burn the down. It'll be an incomplete pass, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Patriots. That was quite the hit. Baird, I believe, was the defensive player who just put him to the turf as soon as he grabbed the ball. Not able to hang on to it and complete the pass. So here we go, 3rd and 7 for the Patriots. Ball at the 36-yard line. Snap. Ball in the air and overthrows his intended receiver. I think Brock Behrman, number 10, was the intended receiver. He overthrew Behrman, or if the other intended receiver was number 5, Landon Johnson, he underthrew Johnson. But either way, Meyer unable to complete the pass. That'll bring up 4th and 7. And our first look at the punting squad, I believe, for Patrick Henry coming up. So getting the right number of players out onto the field. I thought they were short a couple. Almost blocked, but they get the kick away. Comes down, it's caught. And that's number 13. breaks the tackle, and here we go. Brody Balzer. Balzer out into the open. Balzer across the 20. Balzer taken down inside the 5. Brody Balzer makes the grab on the catch. Looked like they had him stopped, but he breaks free and motors down inside the 5. It looks like they took him out about the 3-yard line. We'll see where they officially mark it. It'll be first and goal for the Aces with 6:29 to go here in quarter number 1. Might even be closer than that. Yeah, the 2-yard line. First and goal from the 2, and the Aces are in good shape here. Here comes Aaron Klima. They need to pick up 2 yards, 6 feet between them and pay dirt. And first blood on the scoreboard here tonight. Klima puts a man in motion, takes a snap. Quarterback keeper Aaron spins into the end zone, touchdown. Klima keeps it, powers in from 2 yards out. And the Aces are on the scoreboard first tonight. It's 6-0 Hicksville. Extra point pending, and we'll see whether they're going to go for 1 or 2. See how the setup is here. And it looks like the Aces are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Klima at quarterback. And we'll see what the Aces come up with here. Quick pass. Caught, I believe. We're waiting for the indication. And it's good. They were slow in giving us the signal. They were looking to see if maybe he juggled the ball, whatever, but it is a successful 2-point conversion. And with that, the Aces go up 8-0 here in this varsity football game with 6:24 to go in our first quarter. So the band will play the fight song. The cheerleaders will do their dance. And the Aces will get ready to go back on defense, start defending that lead. It's off to a good start for the Aces here tonight, week number 1. Beautiful night tonight, like we said, blue sky. Not exactly a hot night, but it is muggy. I'm not gonna lie. It is a muggy night tonight. And blame all those tropical storms. So the Aces getting ready to kick it off to the Patriots. Break and huddle. Gabe Rodriguez out there wearing number 50. Looks like he is going to be doing the kicking here. Oh, I take that back. Who is that, number 15? Is that number 15, Christopher?
12. Number 12. Here, 12 or 13. No, it's 13.
That's Balzer, who squib kicks it. And they're going to have a bit of a scrum. And the Patriots are brought down on the 40-yard line. I believe that was number 34 with the ball. Yep, Noah Kistner. Kistner picked up the squib kick and advances it out to the 40-yard line. So pretty good field position for the Patriots to start their second offensive drive of the night. After the kick from Balzer. Again, their quarterback number 6, Nash Meyer. And an equipment issue that was noticed on one of the defensive linemen for the Aces. So brief stoppage of play and a quick adjustment by one of his teammates, and we'll get ready to go here. Meyer will bring in the play from the sideline, and the Patriots will break huddle. Snap, Quarterback keeper. It gets across the 40, gets out to the 45, and they'll bring him down 46-yard line. A good 6-yard gain for Nash Meyer as he'll bring up 2nd and 4 for the Patriots. Clock continues to roll. We're 6 minutes to go here in our opening quarter. Glad to have you with us on Hicksville Community Television. Bill and Chris bringing you the action tonight. I think this might be Christopher's one and only time, though, up here in the press box for football. And Brian Williams will be on deck probably for the rest of the season. Snap, Meyer hands the ball. And another driving forward. That's going to be close to first down yardage. That was Kistner with the carry. And he's going to come up about a half a yard shy, so it'll be 3rd and 1 at the 49-yard line of the Patrick Henry Patriots, looking to break into Aces territory for the first time tonight. Snap, another quarterback keeper. That's first down yardage and more. A good run from Nash Meyer as he gets into Aces territory, and they just barely got him by around the ankles and managed to bring him down at the Aces 41-yard line for a first down for the Patriots. Patrick Henry down 8-0 on the scoreboard, but looking to even things up here before the quarter ends. They'll set. Meyer all alone in the backfield, looking to throw the ball, puts it in the air, caught, and evades the first couple of tackles. They'll finally wrap him up and bring him down at about the 30-yard line. Catch made by Aiden Behrman. Behrman again down to the 30-yard line, and that should be another first down for the Patriots. And it is. They'll move the chains as the Patriots marching down the field, looking to answer for that Aces score. Patriots break huddle. Kistner, split back, just in front of Meyer. Meyer, quick handoff, that's number 17. Braden Hall. Hall, pick up about 5. Might even give him 6. Is down to about the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 25, so that'll make it 2nd and 5 now for the Patriots with 3:25 to go in our opening quarter. So Patrick Henry breaks huddle. Patriots are in the white jerseys with the red trousers. And they're having number 11 come out for some reason. So Behrman will step out. So again, whether it's an equipment issue, I couldn't really see. They just, all of a sudden, they stopped the play and pointed at him and told him to head to the sideline. So, okay, got that taken care of, hopefully. Meyer gets the snap. Meyer, quick hitter off to the side. It's caught and hit and brought down close to first down yardage. That looks like that was Timmy Johnson, number 88, with the grab. Johnson brought down, and it'll be 3rd and 1 for the Patriots as they move the ball down to the 21-yard line. Set man in motion for Patrick Henry. Snap, quarterback keeper straight up the middle. They'll close in around him and bring him down, but not before he gets first down yardage. That'll move the chains and keep things going for the Patriots, as Nash Meyer on the quarterback keeper gets them the yard that they need and a little bit more, as he takes them all the way down to the 16-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Patriots with 2 minutes to go in our first quarter. Aces leading 8-0 here in the first quarter. And the Patriots driving, looking to even things up on the scoreboard. Quick handoff. And not much there, as the Aces sniff that one out and bring him down for a minimal gain. That'll make it 2nd down. And essentially still 10 yards to go. He might have picked up 6 inches or something like that, but 2nd and 10. As again we start closing out the first quarter of action. Should be able to get another play in or two. Kistner, the back behind. Meyer gets it and flips it over to Kistner. Kistner has got a bit of a gap, moves forward, dives ahead. So Kistner will give him some positive yardage, as looks like he's going to pick up about 6 yards. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 4 yards to go for the Patriots. They move the ball to the 11-yard line. And this may well be the final play of the first quarter. We'll see. Nash Meyer. And there's movement on the line, and that might be 5 the easy way for the Patriots. We'll see. And it is going to be encroachment on the Aces, so that'll give the Patriots a 1st down. That'll move the ball down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal for the Patriots, with the ball on the 6-yard line. Clock rolling, 15 seconds. We'll see if they get a play off here before the quarter ends, or if they'll wait and move down to the other end of the field to see if they can punch it home to start off quarter number 2. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So we've played the first 12 minutes of week number 1's varsity football game, and your score after 1 quarter of play, it's the homestanding Hicksville Aces leading the Patrick Henry Patriots 8-0, your first quarter score. We'll take a bit of a break here, and we'll get ready to switch ends of the field, and when we resume action, it'll be a 1st and goal for the Patriots at the Aces 6-yard line. And while we're waiting for the action to resume, we'll take some time right here to say a big thank you to our football broadcast underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle, whether you're looking for one that is brand new or pre-owned, to be it a car, truck, van, or SUV, you owe it to yourself to stop by the dealerships right here in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, or you can go online, jimschmidtauto.com, and check out the entire dealer inventory from right there on your front couch, 24/7, anytime you want. Don't see what you're looking for? Let the folks at Jim Schmidt know what you are interested in. They always do their very best to find you exactly the vehicle that you are looking for and that will best suit your transportation needs. Remember, it's all about service before, during, and after the sale. At the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet, Jim Schmidt Ford, and jimschmidtauto.com. So proud to have them as our Hicksville sports broadcast underwriters once again for the 2021-2022 school year. Thank them so much. Can't thank them enough. All right, ready to get things started in quarter number 2. 12 minutes on the clock, and again, it's the Patrick Henry Patriots with a 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. They trail by 8 on the scorecard, looking to draw a little closer and even things up to start off quarter number 2. Aces on defense. They're going to have to try to hold him. Quick handoff. And untouched right up the middle, Noah Kistner goes the 6 yards into the end zone. Touchdown, Patrick Henry. So Kistner from 6 yards out scores the first touchdown of the night for the Patriots. And it's now an 8-6 ball game. And it looks like the Patriots are going to attempt the kick for the extra point. Their kicker, number 4, Ray Marino, puts the ball up, and it's good. So Marino splits the uprights, and it's 8-7. The Aces clinging to a 1-point lead as they get ready to get the ball back. And so we'll get ready for the second kickoff from Patrick Henry. They kicked it off to the Aces to start the game as Hicksville gets ready to get back on offense here. Glad to have you with us again. Chris Warner on the camera. I'm Bill Murphy calling the play-by-play here on Hicksville Community Television. Week number 1 of the football campaign and the start of a busy stretch for us here at Hicksville Community Television. We got a lot of stuff going on. Fortunately, we have tomorrow off, but I think that's about it. We've got 2 events going on Sunday, a couple on Monday, 1 on Tuesday, a couple on Wednesday, 3 things going on Thursday, another football game a week from today on Friday, and then Saturday too, between the Defiance County Fair and the week before the start of the school year. And we'll run down things for you if we have a little time, fill you in on our upcoming schedule. Patriots getting ready to kick the ball off to the Aces. And Marino puts his foot into it. It's a high kick, and it's caught way back on the 10-yard line. And that again was Baird, and Baird gets out to about the 23-yard line, it looks like. So about a 13-yard return. And the Aces will get ready to go back on offense. They're going to mark it officially on the 24-yard line, 1st and 10. So here we go, 11:51 to go in the first half. Aaron Klima getting himself set behind center, working out of the shotgun again. Klima keeps it. Reverses, looking downfield, tucks the ball. Klima is going to get hit behind the line of scrimmage and brought down for a loss. Credit to the Patrick Henry Patriots defense. They sniffed that one out, and they dropped Klima for it looks like about a 3-yard loss. 2nd and 13, as that'll move them back to the 21-yard line. Klima with the snap, looking to throw again. And that ball is batted down. And, well, I don't even know he got it. If he may not even got it out of his hands. And he'll get taken down again, this time back at about the 16-yard line. So that'll make it 3 third down and about 23 yards to go here. As the Aces moving in the wrong direction. So on a long 3rd down, and that one's dropped. That's going to bring up 4th and, let's see, they're saying officially 16 yards, but it looks like it's a lot longer than that. If the down marker on the far side of the field is correct, that looks more like about 20 yards to me. But anyway, it's 4th in a long, long way, and that's going to bring out Jackson Bergman to punt the ball away to the Patriots. Their deep man's going to drop back to right between the 45, 50-yard line. It's going to put his feet right on the 50, it looks like. Low snap, but Bergman gets his foot into it, and it'll be caught, and it'll be a fair catch at the Patriots' 47-yard line. So Patrick Henry will take over on offense. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Patriots at their own 47-yard line. So 53 yards away from the Aces end zone. 10:35 to go in quarter number 2. Week number 1 high school football action on Hicksville Community Television. They'll get their personnel shifted around. Snap. Patrick Henry drops back. They're going to launch it. He's got a man open, and it is caught at the 25-yard line. Down the sideline he goes and into the end zone. Touchdown, Patrick Henry. Aiden Behrman, 53-yard catch and run into the end zone. And that'll give the Patriots the lead now over the Aces, 13-8. Behrman using his height. He's 6'5", and he was just able to jump a little higher than the defender. Makes a great catch, and then was able to turn upfield and hit the Jets, and he was gone into the end zone. Extra point. Kicks down, kicks up. Kicks good. So Marino racks up another point with the PAT. And the Patriots now in the lead, 14-8 here at Aces Field. 10:25 to go before halftime. Aces will huddle up and get ready to get back on offense. On this warm and muggy night in Northwest Ohio. Though I got to admit, there haven't been a lot of trains going by in the background so far this evening. Now that I've said that, of course, there's probably going to be about 20 trains between now and the end of the game. But again, a beautiful night, great evening for football. And again, good to be back here at Aces Field with fans in the stand. Of course, there are no restrictions. But again, everyone who is coming out to the games is asked to please use their common sense, be responsible, and do what you have to do to keep yourself and others safe, because we want to make sure that we're able to keep doing this all season long.
It's good to be back, too, after 2 years.
Yeah. Like I said, it wasn't a bad season last year doing the football games, but it was just kind of strange doing football games with virtually no fans around. So here's the kick to the Aces. It's caught back at about the 18-yard line. Straight ahead, powering his way across the 30 and out to about the 31-yard line. And that's where the Aces will set up shop. So it'll be 1st and 10 Hicksville from their 31-yard line. Trailing by 6, 14-8. Klima back out on the field, and it looks like Balser's going to be the back behind him. 2 out on the wide side on the far side of the field, 1 on the near side towards us. Klima looking things over. He'll shift Balser around just a little bit, and there's a snap, quick handoff. And Balser goes nowhere. Balser tried to sneak through a little hole right up the middle, and the Patriots are waiting for him, and looks like they're going to actually drop him for about a 2-yard loss to make it 2nd and 12. With 10 minutes to go before halftime. Patrick Henry's band and the Aces Pride band both here for the halftime shows. As you can hear, the coaches are right next door for us here at our broadcast position. Helmet comes off of Kyler Baird, so he's going to have to step out after this play. Baird gets it out to about the 34-yard line on the carry. And checking in for him will be J.R. Mendoza, number 2. Neither team taking a timeout yet. Both squads have their full complement of 3 timeouts each. they can use between now and the end of the half. Klima, balls are in the backfield. Klima dropping back, gets rid of it. Got a man open, and it's caught by Bergman. Bergman coughs it up, though. That's a fumble and a live ball, and it'll be recovered by Patrick Henry at their own 25-yard line. So Bergman makes the grab, but he got tackled from behind and lost the football. It bounced in front of him. There was not much he could do. And the Patriots drop on the ball and recover the loose football for the first turnover of the night. And that'll give the ball back to the Patriots, 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line. So the Aces back on defense unexpectedly. That's about the last thing you want to see have happen to you. So the Patriots back on offense. Nash Meyer gets the snap. Meyer looking things over. Quick hitter. It's caught by number 13, Ryan Kurtz. Kurtz manages to bring it forward across the 35 to about the 38-yard line, which will be good enough for another Patriots first down with 9 minutes to go in our first half. So the Patriots take the lead, and now they're looking to make the turnover burn for the Aces. Even if they don't get in the end zone, they still have the opportunity to march it down the field and burn up a lot of clock. Quarterback keeper and a nice move. Meyer across midfield. Meyer hopping his way down to about the Aces' 46-yard line. So a bit of a busted play, and Meyer turned lemons into lemonade and again gets the Patriots another first down, moves it into Aces territory, where it'll be a Patrick Henry 1st and 10 from Hicksville's 46-yard line. Clock continues to run. Patriots switching some personnel around. And here we go. They break huddle. Aces quickly adjust their defense. Low snap, quick handoff. That's number 34, Kistner. Kistner down to the 45-yard line, so minimal gain. He'll just pick up about a yard. He'll make it 2nd and 9. We're going to plan on bringing you the halftime shows by the band, the performances, and hopefully YouTube won't ding us. Keep our fingers crossed. Usually they're pretty understanding for halftime performances. Well, we'll find out. Hit as he throws, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. Meyer just couldn't get much on it because, again, he took one into the ribs right as he was getting ready to release the ball. So it falls short, and that'll be 3rd and 9 now for the Patriots. Clock stops on the incompletion with 7 minutes and 13 seconds to go before halftime. Meyer gets the snap. And again, he gets hit just as he's about ready to release the ball, and it is another incompletion. That's going to bring up 4th down, and we'll see if the Patriots are going to maybe go for it on 4th and long from just inside Aces territory, if they're going to bring out the punter and see if they can pin the Aces deep. And they're changing a lot of people, so I'm going to guess they're going to be punting the ball. So the Aces looking for a good return here to get them back in the saddle here. Down by 6, 14-8. Patrick Henry with the lead. Again, 7:09 to go in our second quarter. Long count. There's the snap. There's the kick. And it'll go out of bounds. So Braden Hall kicks it out of bounds. And we'll see where the officials mark it. It looks to be at about the 16-yard line. Yep. So 1st and 10 Aces as they're back deep in their end of the field at their own 16-yard line. They'll take over with 7 minutes and 3 seconds to work with before halftime. So here we go, Klima. Quick out and a nice catch and a nice run, and that'll be close to first down yardage for the Aces. That was Baird with the catch, and Baird will get him a fresh set of downs as he gets the ball out to about the 26-yard line, pickup of 10. So Aces with a first down, moving the ball out to their 26-yard line. Quick handoff, around the corner, not much there. Balzer got the ball, and he might have got a couple of yards. That'll make it 2nd and about 8 for the Aces. Clock continuing to run. We're halfway through our second quarter. 6 minutes to go before the intermission. Klima gets the snap. Klima keeps the ball himself. Aaron driving forward, not much there. Maybe out to about the 29-yard line, pickup of 1. That'll make it about 3rd and 7 for the Aces. So the Aces, a couple of short gains, are looking at a 3rd and 7 from their own 29-yard line. They trail 14-8 here in the second quarter. Aaron Klima, high snap, gets the ball away, caught by Bergman. Bergman gets the ball knocked loose again, and it's going to go out of bounds. Did they get the possession of the ball before it went out of bounds? And they're going to say no. I was wondering, that was real close to the sideline, and if they'd fallen on that ball, it might have been considered another fumble. I'm not sure, though, if Bergman ever actually really had control of the ball to begin with. But either way, ball goes out of bounds, and that brings up 4th down. And Bergman will drop back, and he'll get ready to punt it away with 5:06 to go before halftime. Snap. There's the kick. High arch, comes down, caught at the 35-yard line. It's a fair catch made by Brock Behrman, number 10, for the Patrick Henry Patriots. And with 5 minutes exactly before halftime, the Patriots offense will come back out on the field and see if they can add to their 6-point lead. They're up 14-8 here at Aces Field tonight. And we're going to have our first timeout of the evening. I believe that's going to be called by the Aces. I saw them indicate the timeout, but I didn't see them indicate which team made it. So it'll pop up on the scoreboard eventually. But while we've got a little time here, I want to let you know that we are getting the high school football season underway here tonight. And the high school volleyball campaign is getting started next week. School does not start next week. That starts the Monday after the Defiance County Fair. But the volleyballers are going to be in action next week on Thursday. And it'll be a triple header. The freshmen the junior varsity and the varsity girls are all set to match up against the Lady Indians of Wauseon. And we're going to be there. We'll be live streaming that on the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page. Not sure if Christopher is going to be there or not. We'll see. But to depend on his work schedule, I guess. Things are a lot less convenient for me since Christopher started working. That's all I'm going to say. But, yeah, we'll get started right around 4:30 with the freshmen. And should there be a change, because every now and then they'll schedule a freshman matchup and then something will come up and they won't do the freshman. They'll just start with JV. JV, I believe, is supposed to start at 5:30. But hopefully we'll have all three, and we'll have a full night of volleyball action for you on Thursday. Something to look forward to here on Hicksville Community Television. All right. Patriots break huddle. Here we go. They're up 14-8. 5 minutes exactly before halftime. Meyer with the snap. Meyer, quick pass off the ground. One hop, and that's incomplete. So how are the hot dogs down at the concession stand, Christopher? Thumbs up?
Really good.
Good, all right.
Got some different
Chris is like the concession stand gourmet aficionado. The only thing, he stays away from the nachos. He doesn't like the nachos. I don't know why, but he never gets nachos whenever he goes someplace. All right. Back to football, which is why you're all watching anyway.
could have made a pun there and decided not to.
Quick snap. Meyer drops back. Meyer airing it out. He's got a man open, and it's caught down at the 30-yard line. They managed to get a hold of him, and he's brought down at the 20. But, man, alive, what a pass play, as that will move the chains, and that's going to set up the Patrick Henry Patriots. They're going to be threatening again from just outside the red zone. They're going to say his knee touched at the 22. So just outside the red zone for the Patriots, 1st and 10 from the Hicksville 22-yard line. As a great pass play gets him down the field quick. And we're going to have another stoppage and another timeout. And that's going to be Hicksville. I saw the indication that time. So I think that's the second timeout called by Hicksville. But, no, that's just the first timeout. Okay, the other stoppage of play. I thought they had a timeout a little while ago, though. I don't know. I'll just go by what they say on the scoreboard, and that's that the Aces have 2 timeouts remaining.
I think that was official.
So it might have been an official timeout.
Yeah, 'cause they were huddling.
Okay. We don't care. The only numbers that matter are Patrick Henry 14, Hicksville 8, 4 minutes, 34 seconds to go, second quarter. Ball on 22-yard line, Patriots 1st and 10. Aside from that, nothing matters. So the Aces break huddle, and they'll head back out onto the field. They're going to try to preserve as much time as possible. Hopefully they can hold the Patriots here, not let them burn off a lot of time, get the ball back, and have some time to work with before halftime. Don't want to go down by 2 scores if possible before the intermission. Nash Meyer, and they throw flags everywhere. And that'll be a false start. Back him up 5. So not a lot of flags thrown in this game. As a matter of fact, I think this is only the second penalty tonight. We had a encroachment against the Aces earlier, and now a false start against the Patriots. So only 5 yards in penalties for both squads here tonight.
I thought that's the one thing you're not supposed to do. Swat right
And there's another flag. So I guess we're making up for lost time, and we're going to back them up 5 more. Nope, this time it's an encroachment against the Aces. So we'll go right back to where we started from. And it'll be, again, 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. All right, so we trade penalties. Now the Aces are up 10 penalty yards to 5 for Patrick Henry. All right, here we go. 4 minutes, 33 seconds. High snap, quick handoff to number 34 as he works his way through traffic. Noah Kistner down inside the 15. So Kistner gets him some good positive yardage and takes the ball down to, it looks to be about the 18-yard line. Oh, I take that back, down to about the 12-yard line. I was looking at the wrong yard line there. I thought he was inside the 20. It was inside the 15. My apologies. So 2nd and 1 from the 12-yard line now for the Patriots. Clock still rolling, 3:55 to go before the half. Handoff. And again, positive yardage for Kistner, and Kistner will move the chains, and a 1st and goal coming up for Patrick Henry. Clock will continue to roll. That's into the Patriots' advantage as well. Down to the 6-yard line, 1st and goal for the Patriots as they look to go up by a couple of scores here. Nashmeyer, another handoff to Kistner. Kistner battling forward, spin move, and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Patrick Henry. That's 2 now for Noah Kistner. This one from 6 yards out as the Patriots go up on the Aces now by 2 scores, 20-8. They'll bring out Marino to attempt the PAT. They've been kicking tonight, and Marino so far is 2 for 2. Snap, ball down, kick is up, and it's a low one, but I think he made it. Got across above the crossbar, and it's good. So that'll make it 21-8. 13-point lead for the Patrick Henry Patriots. 3:07 to go in our first half. Aces will get the ball back. They've got some time to work with and see if they can close that scoring gap a little bit before they head to the locker rooms for halftime. And again, at halftime, we'll be entertained first off by the Patrick Henry Patriots Marching Band. And then after that, it'll be the Aces Pride debuting their 2021 halftime show. And I know that they procured the services of the best band announcer in Northwest Ohio.
I would rate him a 3 out of 10.
Well, if you only rate that guy 3 out of 10 stars, Christopher, that doesn't say much for all the other guys that are and gals that are doing the announcements for the bands all across Northwest Ohio. I just teasing. It's my pleasure. I'm going to be doing I'm going to be announcing for the band at halftime again this year. Thanks to Mr. Kohlmeyer for asking me. I enjoy doing that. Patriots getting ready to kick the ball off to the Aces. Long, high kick, comes down, single bounce, scooped up at the 20-yard line. Straight ahead out to the 30. So Baird will pick up 10 on the return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Aces from their own 30-yard line with 3 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the first half when we get back into action here. So here come the Aces back on offense, trailing by 13 with 3 minutes and 3 seconds to work with. Aaron Klima wearing number 20, the quarterback. Also in the backfield, number 7, Braxton Heisler. up in the air, and they should be a flag, and I think that's going to be a pass interference, as Mendoza had a Patrick Henry defender all over his back as he was trying to catch that ball, and can't do that. Got to give the receiver at least the opportunity to catch the football. So they'll move the ball up. Aces will be the recipients of the penalty, and that'll take the ball out to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down for Hicksville. So automatic first down for the Aces. They move the ball out to the 45-yard line. 2 minutes, 58 seconds still to go before halftime. Klima dropping back, puts the ball in the air. He's got a man open, and he overthrows him. Brody Balzer had lots of nothing but turf in front of him, between him and the end zone, and the ball thrown just about 5 yards too far in front of him. So that'll make it 2nd and 10 for the Aces now. Clock will stop on the incompletion with 2:53 to go in the first half. The lights come on here at Aces Field. Just about 8 o'clock, so we've been playing football for about an hour here. Bergman in motion. Klima with the snap. Laterals it back to Bergman. Bergman makes the grab. Bergman, positive yardage. Bergman out to near midfield. Looks like they're going to bring him down at the 49-yard line. Don't know if he got out of bounds or not. Clock is stopped, at least for the time being. 2:46 to go, so Bergman must have been able to get it out of bounds to stop the clock. Klima gets the play from the sideline, checks his wristband to make sure he knows what he's doing. Balzer will be the back behind Klima in the backfield. Klima takes the snap, fakes the pitch, and hands it off underhanded to Baird. Baird, a nice gain as the misdirection works, and Kyler Baird goes down to the 35-yard line of the Patrick Henry Patriots. First down for the Aces. The clock will stop for a moment while they move the chains, and then they'll start it back up again. Clock rolling, 2:25 to go before halftime. Aces at the 35-yard line of the Patriots, 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper, Klima. Klima, 35-yard line, and he gets inside the 35 to about the 34. It'll be a gain of 1. And that'll take us down to 2 minutes to go in the first half. So Klima gets him a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Aces from the Patrick Henry 34-yard line now. Play comes in. Man in motion. Fake. Quick throw over the middle. Incomplete. Intended receiver was Baird, and Baird not able to get a hand on it. It'll sail past him and fall incomplete. Clock will stop with 1:24 to go in the half. And it'll be 3rd down and 9 for the Aces. Klima launches it, caught by Bergman. Bergman makes the grab and steps out of bounds. 1:19, he'll stop the clock, and that'll be another first down for the Aces. Great catch by Jackson Bergman. And the Aces will threaten a 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Minute 19 to work with, so the Aces in good shape for closing the gap here on the scoreboard before halftime. Play will come in. Situate myself so I can see both sides of the field here. Got to lean out a little bit from the window here. And that was a bad snap. Klima managed to hang on to it and was not able to make anything happen after that. It was just a bad snap, and Klima bobbled it. The ball went up in the air, and it was like, oh, no. But he managed to catch it and tuck it in and maintain control. It'll be a loss back to the 10-yard line. But the Aces maintain possession, and it'll still be 2nd and goal for Hicksville. 50 seconds, and the clock rolling. Klima not worried. Plenty of time, evidently. Down to 35 seconds, and there's the snap. Klima fakes the handoff. Klima puts the ball in the air. And it's an interception. So it was up for grabs. Bergman could not control it. It's snatched away from him by the Patrick Henry defender. So that'll be an interception and the 2nd turnover of the night from the Aces to the Patriots. Comes with 30 seconds left in the half, and it'll be, it was in the end zone. So they'll bring the ball out to the 20-yard line, and that's where Patrick Henry will have it. 1st and 10. So 30 seconds to go, and we'll see what the Patriots want to do. The Aces can stop the clock twice. We'll see whether they're going to run any plays here or if they'll just, looks like they are going to take a knee. Kind of figured that would be the course of action. So they'll take a knee, and that'll move them backwards to about the 14-yard line. And the final seconds will tick off the clock, and we'll go to halftime with the Aces down by 13. Aces start off good tonight. They scored the first touchdown of the evening to win up 8-0. After that, though, Patrick Henry putting 3 into the end zone to take a 21-8 lead as we're at the halfway point of the action tonight. So at the break, at halftime of week number 1's high school football action, it's the Patrick Henry Patriots 21 and the Hicksville Aces 8. And again, we're going to stand by here. I'm not sure whether, I think Christopher might. What are you saying?
I said, here's our microphone.
Oh, or either that, or you could unplug the headsets and just use the onboard microphones and plug us back in.
Will that work?
Should.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome to the field the Patrick Henry marching band. Tonight they're performing their first show of the 2021-22 season. We hope you enjoy our show dedicated to rock, including pieces from the classic metal era, classic Latin rock, and modern stadium anthem. Tonight, their first selection they chose is one of the most famous from the kings of early metal. Enter Sandman from Metallica. Banner Classic, Evil Ways. And finally, enjoy our final song choice, which is quickly becoming a popular stadium song by the Dropkick Murphys. I'm shipping up to Boston. The Patrick Henry Marching Patriots would like to extend a thank you to the school administration, the PHMA, and the entire Patrick Henry and Hicksville community for their support tonight.
Keep your seats, ladies and gentlemen, as the Aces Pride Marching Band presents Sounds of the Summer. Tonight we have Fun in the Sun as the band presents a solar coaster ride of music, including the music of Katrina and the Waves, the Ventures, and the Safari. We begin our performance this evening as we light up the field with Katrina and the Waves' first U.S. Top 40 hit, Walking on Sunshine. Opponents won't last long against the Aces. It's all fun and games until they call Captain Steve McGurk and Hawaii 5-0. Book 'em, Aces! We feature the Aces Pride drum line with all suns blazing as we cheer on the Aces to wipe out the competition. provided by Miss Ashley Ball. The dance party was several dancing with the Aces
All right, I'm back on the microphones here on our live stream. Hope you enjoyed the halftime shows. Going to probably give myself a minute or two here to get my breath back a little bit. Doing the announcing for the Aces Pride Marching Band. A lot of fun, though. Kids did a great job. Terrific show at halftime. And we are at halftime here at Aces Field, Hicksville Stadium. Counting down the last 3 minutes. And well, we'll see if they add any extra time after that expires. The 20 minutes on the halftime clock. In case you are just joining us, number one, shame on you. You should have been with us from the very beginning. You missed a good first half of football and a pretty terrific halftime show. But in all seriousness, if you are just joining us, first off, thanks for being a part of our live stream coverage here on the Hicksville Community Television HIX-TV YouTube channel. 2:35 left to go. And at halftime, it's the visiting Patrick Henry Patriots doing a number on the Aces. 21-8 the score. Aces trailing by 13 as we move into the final 24 minutes of varsity football action on this Friday night. My name's Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. Glad to be here with you. Glad to have you with us. Chris Warner is with me tonight as well, running the iPad Pro camera as the teams of the Patriots back out on the field. As you can see, they're starting to warm up. I don't see the Aces yet. And the officials out there. Again, this has been a very well-played football game. In the course of the first half, I think that I don't even think there was a half a dozen, like 3 or 4 infractions. There was the only really big one was we had the pass interference against Patrick Henry that gave the Aces a good first down. And aside from that, I think the Aces were guilty of a couple of infractions, a couple of encroachment calls, false start for the Patriots. I think that was it. I think the Patriots had the false start and the pass interference and the 2 offsides or encroachment from the Aces. But aside from that, the real big statistic in the first half that has resulted probably more than anything in the 21-8 score on the scoreboard, and that's the Aces turning the ball over twice. And one of those turnovers did result in a touchdown for the Patriots. And the second turnover, Patrick Henry didn't get any points off of that turnover, but they did stop an Aces drive that was first and goal and prevented the Aces from being able to put 6, 7, or 8 more points on the scoreboard before halftime to make it a little bit of a closer game. So the turnovers have been the bugaboo for the Aces here tonight. And we'll see how things go when we get the second half of action underway here shortly. Again, this is week number 1 of the high school football campaign, and nice to have the home opener this year. 1 week from today, we will be on the road heading down south to Convoy, Ohio for Crestview High School, hosting the Aces, Crestview Knights. And we're going to keep our fingers crossed. We are planning on going down to cover the game and live stream it for you again here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. But that's one of those games where we got to kind of put the asterisk next to our planned coverage because they do not have room for us in the press box down at Convoy. Crestview has a family that they're doing a fundraiser for. So one of the things that they've done is they auctioned off some of the space in the press box to help benefit this family in need. So we're going to be up on the roof. Which we've been up there before. Don't get me wrong. They have a small press box to begin with, but so we're going to be up on the roof, and that's why we put the asterisk because should there be inclement weather next week on Friday, we're not allowed to be up there. If it's really, really windy, if we have heavy gale, thunderstorms, things along those lines, we're not allowed to be up there. So we will see, and it's probably just as well because, the iPad's not waterproof. But if it's moderate or, depending, we got an umbrella, we got some plastic sheets or something. And this, I think, might be Christopher's last night helping out with the camera because he may be going back into the band and is, I'm not going to get a bit of a hiccup. And you thought you were going to be marching tonight, but not able to. So hopefully they'll have all that resolved, and Christopher will be down on the field with the rest of his bandmates for the remainder of the season starting next Friday. We appreciate him being up here tonight. That way he at least gets to spend one time, and he'll probably be with us a few times over the course of the volleyball season helping out as well. So, and some of the fair coverage coming up too. And speaking of which, just a quick reminder, if you do not know, tomorrow is the opening day of the 2021 Defiance County Fair. And again, the fair is fully opened as well. And just like the football game here tonight, they have no limits on attendance. And again, they just ask people to be smart and take the necessary steps to keep themselves and others safe if you're heading out to the fair. And we've got a lot of fair coverage that we'll be starting up with this Sunday. We'll have, we've been asked by the Junior Fair Board to live stream some of their livestock shows. And we're also going to be doing some coverage of the grandstand events. And might just even be live streaming some of those too. So it'll be kind of cool. So we're looking forward to that. And also on Sunday, the new annex at Hicksville schools with the new gymnasiums and the new classrooms, the new weight room and all that sort of stuff. They're having a ribbon cutting ceremony for that at 1:45 Sunday. And that'll be followed by an open house from 2 until 4. And Christopher and I are planning on being out there too, so we'll bring you the ribbon cutting ceremony and maybe walk around and show you the inside of the new annex a little bit. At least that's our plan right now. All right, ready to get back into action. It's 21-8 Patrick Henry, and they will be getting the ball to start the second half. Low kick and whistles everywhere. So we'll see what happens with that. Lausanne leading Fairview 33-0 at halftime. So the Aces are not the only GMC team with a little bit of woes going on this opening Friday. Again, glad to have you here with us. Big thank you to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships underwriting our coverage once again this football season. I want to thank them so very much. All right, here we go, take two. Another low liner squib kick, scooped up. Number 21 makes the grab for the Patriots, battling his way to the 45-yard line, still on his feet across the 45. And that is Houston Miranda making the grab. Miranda is going to get him out to about the 47-yard line. Good field position for the Patriots to start this drive. Takes 8 seconds off the third quarter clock, 11:52 to go, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line for the Patrick Henry Patriots. Not shy about using the volume. The coach is next door to us. All right, here we go. Patriots get the snap. Quick hitter that's caught. Number 17, Braden Hall. Hall still on his feet. Hall breaks into the clear. Across the 20, 10, 5, and they're going to get him out. I don't know if he made it in. He was trying to hold the ball out to break the plane, but I think they're going to say he was out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. Hall with a great run for the Patriots, and they pick up right where they left off before halftime. And they're going to be knocking on the Aces' door again with another 1st and goal from inside the 10-yard line. inside the 5-yard line. Looks like they're going to put the ball down at about the 3. I take that back. They're going to be down at about the ball is actually sitting right between the 1 and the 2-yard marker. So a long 1, first and goal for the Patrick Henry Patriots. Quick handoff right up the middle, and turned back is Kistner. Kistner tried to bang it in from a 1.5 yards out, and he got turned back. And it looks like he might have lost a little bit. It looks like they put him back to about the 3-yard line. So Kistner gets hit for a 1.5-yard loss. That'll move the ball back to the 3rd-yard line, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another handoff, and again, that's Kistner. Kistner working his way forward, and I think he's in. And he is. Touchdown, Patrick Henry, as Noah Kistner carries it in from 3 yards out for the score, and that'll make it 27-8 with the extra point pending to put the Aces down by all your fingers and all your toes, 20. Kick is up. Kick is good. 28-8 the score now, as Patrick Henry doesn't waste time, and in less than a minute they bang another one into the end zone to go up by 20. So the Aces will get the ball back and get ready to get back on offense for the first time here in the second half, but they'll be doing that again kind of behind the 8 ball, down by 20. 3 scores. As they'll get ready to get the kickoff from the Patriots. Again, Bill Inselman, head coach for the Patrick Henry Patriots. He's got his team in fine shape for tonight's game. Lucas Smith, of course, head coach for the Aces. Coach Smith, no slouch either. So we'll see how things go here. The second half of our action tonight. As again, glad to have everybody out here. Glad to have a good crowd in person, and we hope that we will see you out here at Aces Field before the season is done. High kick. Caught back at about the 17-yard line. Out to the 30. Maybe the 31 before they turn him around and move him backwards. We'll see how much forward progress they give him. Looks like they're going to put the nose of the football right there on the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 Aces from their own 30-yard line as they go on offense for the first time in the second half here tonight. Officiating crew doing a good job this evening. Klima, ball in the air, and that's over the head of Bergman and out of bounds, incomplete. I'll make it 2nd and 10. Patrick Henry, of course, if you're not familiar, is from Hamler, Ohio, which is a community, nice place over in Henry County. So, had a little bit of a ride over here, but like I said, I'm not sure if this is the first time the Aces have played them, but it's the first time in about 10 years, during the regular season at least. Catch and run, and just shy of the first down marker, brought down at about the 39-yard line. So 3rd and 1 now for the Aces. And slips in the backfield. It was a direct snap to Bergman. Bergman went to turn the corner, and he slips and falls in the backfield. That'll be a loss of about 3. And that's going to make it 4th and 4, as that'll move the ball all the way back to the 37-yard line. 4th and 3, and Bergman's going to drop back to punt. Snap. Ball in the air. And caught, and a fair catch at the 30-yard line. And that was caught by Brock Behrman. So Behrman fair catches the ball at the 29-yard line is where they're going to mark it officially. 9:44 to go in the third quarter. And Patrick Henry back on offense, leading by 20, 28-8 our score here at Aces Field. Meyer going over to check something from the coach on the sideline and quickly back into the huddle. Their quarterback, Nash Myers, just a sophomore. 6'2". And call that one, and that'll be a false start. That'll back him up 5. Aces will take it, make it a 1st and 15, and move him back to the 24-yard line. So I was saying, yeah, Nash Myers, their quarterback, 6'2" and 190 pounds, and just a sophomore. Powering ahead. So Johnson will pick up 4 of the 5 that they lost on the penalty to make it 2nd and 11. Oh, I take that back. They're back to the 30-yard line, so he picked up 6. And he marked him down at the 30, so it's a gain of 6 to make it 2nd and 9. Ball snapped, and they bunch him up quickly and run him back. He got back to the 30-yard line, and that was it. So no gain on that one, and that'll bring up 4, or make that 3rd down and 9. Myers just, nothing happened there. So 3rd and 9 now. The Aces looking for the stop here to get the ball back. Got to get out to the 39-yard line to move the chains. Meyer working out of the shotgun, gets the snap, and another false start. That'll back him up 5 more, so it'll be 3rd and 14. So 2 false starts. This offensive stanza for the Patrick Henry Patriots. And sort of tempering their momentum. Get ready to get back in action. I want to say a quick thank you, too, to Jeff Haught, Paul Overmeyer, the 2 athletic directors here at Hicksville. Appreciate all of their help today. Meyer drops back, puts his shoulder into that one, and airs it out big time. He overthrew everybody by a good 10 yards. That'll bring up 4th down, and the Aces managed to hold him on the Patrick Henry side of the field. That's good, too. But, yeah, this is week number 1, and for the first game, there's always these little things. And I said Jeff Haught stopped by our studios a little earlier today to make sure that we had everything that we needed for our live stream tonight. And got to hear Mr. Overmeyer had our section, our little room here in the press box all set up and ready to go for us. We really appreciate them and all they do for us, not only during the football season, but all throughout the entire school year. Gets his leg into it, and that's quite the kick, and it's a high hop, and it's off of, all right, it was off of Baird, and it bounced in front of him, and fortunately Kyler able to dive on it, downing the ball at about the 40-yard line. That could have been a disaster if it had fallen into the hands of one of the Patriots. So it'll be the Aces ball, 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line with 7:47 to go in quarter number 3. So Klima puts a man in motion, high snap, handoff, and taken down in the backfield for a loss is Baird. Patriots sniffed that one out, and they dropped Kyler Baird back at about the 36-yard line. 37 is where they're going to mark him. Loss of 3, so it'll be 2nd and 13. Klima drops back, puts it in the air again, and off the hands and out of bounds, incomplete. Intended receiver number 13, Brody Balzer, and Balzer not able to haul that one in, and he gets taken out of bounds before he gets the ball under control, and that'll make it 3rd down and 13. Klima dropping back, looking downfield. Klima hit before he can get the ball out of his hand, and he's taken down back at about the 27-yard line, it looks like. What a hit. Klima was getting ready to launch it downfield, and boom, he is on the turf. Big loss, and that'll bring out the punting unit. It'll be 4th down and about a quarter of a mile to go for the Aces. Jackson Bergman dropping back to punt. Deep man dropping back to about the 40-yard line. Bergman puts his foot into it. It's going to come down, and the Patriots are just going to let it roll. Aces will down it at about the 28, 29-yard line, and that's where Patrick Henry will take over, 1st and 10. Patriots not worrying too much about returning the kicks or the punts. They're up by 20, so if they put together a nice long drive and move it down the field, great. They burn off a lot of clock, and that works to their advantage. And even if they don't, they can still kick it away, hopefully pin the Aces deep. And so far, the Aces have just not been able to get much going offensively, so the Patriots in a good place right now. Aces defense set. Man in motion for Patrick Henry. Quick handoff. They're going to keep it on the ground. Keep that clock rolling. And that was number 5, Landon Johnson with the carry. And he'll pick up about 4 or 5 yards. They're going to put the ball down at the 34-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and about 5. Meyer brings in the play from the sideline. Clock running. 5:35 and counting in the 3rd quarter. Again, the Aces down by 20 to the Patrick Henry Patriots, 28-20. Here at Aces Field tonight. Bill and Chris, glad to have you with us on our live stream coverage. Meyer looking downfield. Everybody covered pretty well, so he got what he could, and he's going to be dropped for a bit of a loss. That'll bring up third down, and that'll make it 3rd and about 7, it looks like. So 3rd and 7 for the Patriots. Clock continues to roll. So they're taking their time. They're letting the play clock roll down, because every second they use is 1 second less that the Aces have to work with to try to get themselves back into this football game. Aces down by 20. We heard Wasion was leading Fairview by over 30 at halftime.
33-0.
Meyer, with the quarterback keeper, works his way out to about the 41-yard line. Nash Meyer is going to move the chains for the Patriots as he picks up the yardage they require, and it'll be a fresh set of downs for Patrick Henry. They'll stop the clock momentarily while they move the chains, and they set down that back yard marker, and the clock fires up again. 4:20 and rolling. Nash Meyer gets the play on the sideline, brings it out to the huddle. Patriots break and approach the line of scrimmage. Here we go. Patrick Henry up by 20. Meyer with the snap. Meyer dropping back, looking downfield, puts the ball in the air, caught, and taken down almost immediately, but not before gaining about 8 yards. Well, make that 7. They'll take it out to about the 48-yard line. They need to get to the 49 of Hicksville to move the chain, so that'll make it 2nd and 3. The 7-yard pickup. Again, Meyer will bring out the play from the sideline. Some of the lights starting to come on here inside the press box. We don't turn on the lights in here, though, because it makes it hard to see what's on the iPad screen with the reflection. Quick handoff. That's number 24 with the carry. He's got a first down and more. Churning those legs as he powers down. That's Dalton Geldy. He's only a freshman. Geldy getting down to about the 39-yard line, but a flag thrown near the end of the play, so we'll see what's up with that here. Got a flag down at about the 50-yard line, and there was another one thrown near the end of the play.
One was thrown mid.
So we could have a couple of different infractions. We'll see what's what. See if we're going to have offsetting ones that will just replay the down, or what's going to happen.
The first one was thrown as soon as the ball left from the throw.
So clock stopped with 3 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And it looks like some conversations going on with some of the officials. The fellow standing with the ball at the 50-yard line like he's going to march things off. So it's going to be a hold against the Patriots and unsportsmanlike conduct against Hicksville. So they're marching off the 5. They marched off the yardage against Patrick Henry. Then they picked the ball up again, and then they marched off the yardage against Hicksville. And they put the ball down at the 45-yard line of the Aces, which will be enough for a Patrick Henry first down. So I'm guessing that the hold that took place while the play was active, and then the unsportsmanlike was after the play ended. That's why they marched off the yardage and then marched off the other yardage, which, quite honestly, is something you don't see happen very often. But there we go. Meyer gets the snap. Meyer puts the ball in the air. Caught. Powering his way up the sideline and diving across past the first down marker to move the chains. That was number 13, Ryan Kurtz, for Patrick Henry. He'll get him a fresh set of downs and move the ball down to the Aces' 35-yard line. That young man was doing everything he could to get past that first down marker and move the chains after he had the ball in his hands. Closing out the third quarter, we've got about 2 minutes, 20 seconds, clock rolling. Patriots breaking huddle. Moving into Aces territory and threatening a little bit again. Meyer, another handoff. That's to Kistner. And Kistner looks like he might have got 2 or 3 yards. See where they mark him down. Looks like they might only be giving him a single yard. So Kistner only picks up a yard on the carry. It'll be 2nd and 9 for Patrick Henry. Again, they lead by 20. It's 28-8 the score. Ace is looking to put a stop on him, get the ball back, because they got a lot of ground to try to cover to get back into this football game. Meyer gets the snap in the air. You got a man open again, caught and brought down near the 5-yard line. A great catch by Aiden Behrman. So Nash, Meyer to Aiden Behrman, and it's going to be another 1st and goal for the Patriots at about the Aces 5-yard line. We'll see where they mark it officially. Yep, at the 5. 1st and goal with 1:15 to go in the quarter. Clock's rolling. Nashmeyer bringing in the play from the sideline. He shares that with his teammates. They break huddle. And with under a minute to go in the third quarter, the Patriots looking to see if they can punch one more in to head into the fourth quarter. Handoff. And it's a fumble, and I think the Aces got it. Noah Kistner, I think, coughed it up. And the Aces falling on the ball, so that's the first turnover in the Aces' favor tonight. With 41 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And it looks like it was right at about the 5-6 yard line. So the handoff to Kistner, and he got hit just right. The ball popped out. And one of the Aces defenders falling on it for the Aces' first turnover of the night. They needed something to get a little momentum on their side. We'll see how things go. Klima standing right there near his end line. Klima spins around. He needs to get out of there. Klima keeps the ball himself, powers forward, and he's going to get out near the 10-yard line, and they'll bring him down there. You always get nervous when the quarterback starts scrambling back there right along the goal line. But Aaron Klima did a good job, got it out to the 10-yard line, got the Aces a little breathing room. And with 15 seconds to go in the quarter, Aces still deep in their own territory, but they've got the ball, and they remain on offense, 2nd and 7. Klima going to get one more off before the quarter ends. Caught by Bergman. Bergman at the 20-yard line. Jackson Bergman dives ahead out towards the 25. It looks like he's going to be marked down at like the 23, 24-yard line. That'll be good for a first down, and that'll end quarter number 3. We've played 3 here at Aces Field, and at the end of the third quarter, it's the visiting Patrick Henry Patriots leading the homestanding Aces 28-20. Our score after 3. Get that in focus there, Christopher. There we go. All right, we got a little time here between quarters. We'll get it off the scoreboard so we can stay in focus, and we'll take some time to say a big thank you once again to our football broadcast underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, the Jim Schmidt Truck Lot, and of course online at jimschmidtauto.com. Can't thank the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships enough. It's been over 10 years. I think this is the start of the 11th year that they have been underwriting our Hicksville high school and junior high sports coverage here on HIX-TV. We cannot thank them enough. And we hope that you will do the same. Remember, anytime that you see Aces sports action on Hicksville Community Television, if it's on the HIX-TV YouTube channel like you're watching right now, or if it's, on the Facebook page, video on demand on the YouTube channel, Mediacom Channel 12, or any of the other outlets, They're the ones that help make it possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford, or online. We can check out the complete dealer inventory. You can schedule service appointments. You can ask them questions about anything. Check in with a salesperson if you want. Whatever you want to do, it's all there waiting for you at jimschmidtauto.com. And again, we want to thank them so very much for their continued support of Hicksville Community Television and underwriting our sports broadcasts again for this school year. Klima dropping back as we start the fourth quarter. He launches it, and that one just kind of floated a little bit, and it was well beyond the reach of his intended receiver, who was, again, Kyler Baird, number 11. So that'll bring up 3rd and 7 for the Aces. Ball at the 20-yard line. And again, underway in the fourth and final quarter tonight. Clock stops on the incomplete pass with 11:54 to go. Klima again launching it, and there's nobody there wearing a red jersey. So I think that was a miscommunication. It looked like Brody Balzer was expecting Klima to throw when he turned left, and looked like Klima was thinking that Balzer was going to turn right or something like that. But it was Patrick Henry Patriot was the closest player, and fortunately it sailed out of bounds, so it wouldn't have made any difference. But it does bring up 4th and 7 now for the Aces, down by 20. We'll see what the decision is. Klima's going to go back behind the center, so the Aces are going to go for it on 4th and long. Klima rolling out, backing up, looking downfield, needs to get rid of it, and it's going to be loose on the ground, and the Aces are going to fall on it, but that'll be all for naught because that's the spot that it'll be taken over on downs by the Patrick Henry Patriots. So they're going to have great field position to start this offensive drive inside the 15-yard line. Klima just not able to get it away. So it'll be first and 10, for Patrick Henry from the Aces 19-yard line after the misfire. Oh, I thought it was 4th down. Evidently it wasn't, so they're going to let him punt. And not the best punts, but so that'll be the 37-yard line. I could have sworn that was 4th down.
It said 4th and 7 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it said 4th and 7 on the scoreboard and everything, but I guess we were wrong. So that was only 3rd down, so they were able to punt it away. And that moves the ball back to the 37-yard line, but still good field possession for Patrick Henry. So the Patriots 37 yards away. They're up by 20, 28-8, 10:55 to go in the contest. Snap, dropping back, ball in the air, bobbled. I don't know if he was, they're going to say nope, incomplete. I think that was number 5, Landon Johnson, trying to make the catch, and again, bobbling it, not able to get it under control, so that'll make it 2nd and 10, and it'll stop the clock with 10:49 to go on the incomplete pass. So the Patriots will come back up to the line of scrimmage to give it another crack here on 2nd down. Meyer with the snap, dropping back. Meyer puts the ball in the air, caught. That time, Johnson makes the grab, and he'll take it out of bounds right at about the 30-yard line, a pickup of 7. That'll make it 3rd down and about 3. So the Patriots now with a 3rd and 3. And again, they'll stop the clock going out of bounds with 10:43 to go in the game. Meyer will run in the play from the sideline. Nashmeyer taking his time. High snap, but Meyer's going to hang on to it, dive forward, and he'll get down to about the 29-yard line. I think he's going to be about a yard short. Looks like he picked up 2, needed 3. So 4th down for the Patriots. Clock running with 10:19 and counting. And we'll see what Patrick Henry wants to do. They're at the Aces 29-yard line. They got 2 yards to go to get a fresh set of downs. I don't know what kind of leg their field goal kicker might have. Marino's been doing pretty good kicking the extra points, but that's, that's not like 35, 40 yards away. And a timeout called by the Patrick Henry Patriots as the cheerleaders and the sousaphone players get going and doing a little craziness over on the far side of the field. Looks like got the drum line out there too, and different people in the band having some fun. Right now up by 20 points, so a win tonight will make that bus ride back to Hamler and Henry County a little less tedious, I'm sure, for the Patrick Henry faithful. Of course, the Aces never one to give up or stop trying. And they still have just under 10 minutes to work with. But right now we're waiting to see what the decision is going to be from the Patrick Henry Patriots. They've got a 4th and 2 from the Aces 29-yard line. They need to get 2 yards to pick up a fresh set of downs. If they go for it and don't make it, they'll turn the ball over to Hicksville, but they'll do that deep on the Aces side of the field. But they're up by 20. They could kick it and try to pin them deep. It looks like they are going to go for it. Nashmeyer, their sophomore quarterback, gets the snap. Quick toss. Kistner makes the grab. Kistner's going to be dropped a little behind the line of scrimmage, so the Aces are going to come out a little bit ahead, and they're going to take over on downs at about their own 32-yard line, it looks like. Maybe the 33. So why not? That's almost as good as a punt, So Hicksville will get the ball back. They'll go back on offense. It'll be 1st and 10 Aces from their own 32-yard line, looking at a 20-point deficit here in the 4th quarter of week number 1. Aces break huddle. And we'll see what they can come up with. Klima still in at quarterback. Doing a good job tonight. Just haven't had many breaks go his way. Klima gets the snap. Klima puts the ball in the air, and it's behind the intended receiver and incomplete. Clock stops on the incomplete pass with 9 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. So here we go, 2nd and 10 for the Aces. Klima dropping back, again puts the ball in the air. This time it's caught. Bergman makes the grab. Bergman reverses the field. Gets around the corner. Jackson Bergman in onto the flat. 30-yard line. Jackson to the 20. They get knocked out of bounds inside the 20 at about the 19. Great catch and run by Jackson Bergman as the Aces back in business with a 1st and 10 at the Patrick Henry 19-yard line. 9:28 to go. Aces still have a lot of catching up to do, but you know what they say, longest journey begins with a single step, and there's one step in the right direction for Hicksville. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line of the Patriots. Klima puts a man in motion, drops back. Klima running, dumps it off, caught by Baird. Baird gets hit almost immediately, dives forward, and looks like he might have made it back to the original line of scrimmage. And it looks like the Aces are going to be looking at a 2nd and 10, maybe a 2nd and 11. Actually, they're going to say he lost 2 yards and went down at the 21, so it's 2nd and 12. Klima, quick hitter, and was that intercepted? Nope, trapped. Everybody kind of held their breath a little bit as the Patrick Henry defender dove for the ball. That was number 5, Landon Johnson, but the official with a good view of the play saying, nope, he trapped the ball. So it's an incomplete pass, and it'll be 3rd and 12 now for the Aces. They'll set the offense. Klima back in the shotgun. Klima dropping back. Ball in the air. And I think incomplete. Or did he catch it? It is complete. Yeah, he did catch it. All right. That was Baird making the grab at the 1-yard line and going out of bounds. I was leaning over, and the camera was actually in the way of my sight line, so I couldn't really see what was going on. So I couldn't tell. The one official was saying no, one said yes. The closer one said yes. And here we go. Trying to power it in from 1 yard out. No indication. It'll be 2nd down and goal from inside the 1. Clock rolling, 8:35 and counting. Once again, diving forward, quarterback keeper from Klima. That one's good. Touchdown Aces, makes it 28-14. And we'll see what the Aces want to do here for the PAT. And we'll see if they're going to go for 2 again, or if they're going to try to kick it and just take the 1 point. We'll find out. They're down by 14 now, and it looks like they are going to go for it and attempt the 2-point conversion to make it a 12-point game. Quick handoff, powering forward, and that'll be good. So the Aces successfully complete their 2nd 2-point conversion of the night. And that'll make it 28-16 and cut the lead to 12. The Aces 2 touchdowns away from tying it up. A touchdown and a successful conversion afterwards, and another touchdown puts them in the lead. 8:23 to go, so we're not done with this game yet. 8:23 in the 4th quarter, and again with the touchdown and the successful 2-point conversion, it's now Patrick Henry 28 and the Aces 16. Glad to have you with us and hope you are enjoying the coverage tonight here on Hicksville Community Television. Our hopes are, again, of course, to bring you all 10 of the Aces regular season football games this season. We don't worry at all about being able to bring you all the games here at Aces Field, but depending on circumstances, sometimes we can run into a bit of a bugaboo at some of the away games, but like I said, we're going to keep our fingers crossed and keep that positive attitude. We're going to get all 10 games in for you this season. Aces will get ready to kick it off, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see onside type kick here. And it is a low one, bouncing down and bobbled but scooped up. 30-yard line, ahead to about the 32 or 33. That was number 10 with the return, Brock Behrman. So Behrman will get him out to the 33, where it'll be 1st and 10 Patrick Henry with 8:19 to go in the game. So the Patriots will break huddle, and we'll get ready to get back into action here. Here we go. Myers still in at quarterback. He's going to keep it himself, and straight up the middle he goes. That'll be a first down and more. Nash Meyer motors out to the 45-yard line before the Aces bring him down. That'll get the clock rolling, and that'll move the chains. Matter of fact, they're going to say the 46 is where his knee came down. So with 8 minutes to go, the Patriots get a first down off their first play from scrimmage and buy themselves a fresh set of downs. And again, they can take their time here. The clock is their friend, and they can use as much of it as they want. Patriots have 2 timeouts remaining. The Aces can stop the clock 3 times if they want or need to. Another keeper for Meyer as he powers forward again. And Nash gets across midfield and takes it down to the Aces' 48-yard line. So 2nd and 4 for the Patriots. Ball on the 48-yard line, of the Aces. Nash Meyer working out of the shotgun. Handoff. Nope, it keeps it himself again. And this time the Aces sniff it out. They'll bring him down for about a 1-yard loss. That'll make it 3rd down and about 4 now. 3rd and 4 from the 49-yard line. But it keeps the clock rolling as we are closing in on 6 minutes left in the 4th quarter, just about to the halfway point of our final quarter here at Aces Field tonight. Patriots break huddle. Nash gets the snap. Going to air it out. Got a man open. Caught at the gallop. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Patrick Henry. Landon Johnson hauls it in and hauls himself down to the end zone. And that will make the score now 34-16. As they'll set up for the kick to see if the Patriots can go back up by 19. Their kicker Marino gets it up, and it's looking good, and it is. He's been perfect tonight, 5 for 5. 35-16, a 19-point lead now for the Patrick Henry Patriots with 5:59 to go in our game here tonight. So the Aces will get ready to get the kickoff and the ball back. As Chris plays with the zoom function on the scoreboard, it's 35-16. Aces will huddle up. As the Aces will break huddle, the Patriots will come back out. And we'll put the camera back on the field where the interesting stuff is going on instead of focusing on the scoreboard. 35-16. Patrick Henry with the lead. They're getting ready to kick the ball off to Hicksville. Aces deep men back, standing at about the 15-yard line. And it's kind of a squibber. It's bouncing around, and the Aces miss it. And I think the Patriots get it back. And they do. Ouch. Recovery by number 2, Lincoln Krieger. As they squib it, and the Aces not able to fall on it. Ball out of there and goes more than 10 yards. So it's a live ball on the field, and Krager falls on it. And just like that, the Patriots back on offense, and once again, great field position from the Aces' 29-yard line. Ouch. You take a little pull on the bottle of soda pop after that. Wet the whistle down a little bit. All right, here we go. Nashmeyer with the snap. Quick handoff to Kistner. And he powers down inside the 20-yard line. Noah Kistner. And I think that's going to be another first down for the Patriots to the 18-yard line. Yep, 18-yard line. Move the chains. Another Patrick Henry first down. Play comes in from the sidelines. As again, Patrick Henry very relaxed, taking their time. They're not in any kind of a hurry-up mode. They'll let that clock keep rolling, and indeed it is. We're closing in on 5 minutes left to go in the game. Meyer takes the snap. Meyer hands it off. And that's Marino, and he's still on his feet, and he dives into the end zone. Ray Marino, touchdown Patriots. Marino motors it in from 18 yards out. And that'll make it 41-16. A 25-point lead pending the extra point attempt. So we'll see what they decide to do. Did they call timeout?
It's an official timeout.
Officials are.
One of them was waving it off, but the other ones were saying go.
So we'll see what they. Well, they haven't taken any points off the scoreboard, so it's still 41-16 right now. And here come the Patriots. Oh, they had an injury timeout. Okay, there was a Patriot who was down. He was down in the corner of the end zone where he's out of my sight line. I can't see the one little tiny corner of the end zone from our vantage point unless I lean way out, and I wasn't really leaning way out, so I didn't see him. So he's off the field and okay. That was Marino that got banged up a little bit. So they've got a different kicker in, number 17. And no doing there. That was Braden Hall filling in for their kicker, Ray Moreno. So that's the first extra point that they have missed tonight. It's a 25-point lead now for the Patriots, 41-16. And I'm sure Marino's probably not too upset. He doesn't get the point for the kick and the conversion, but he got 6 points for getting it in the end zone. So he had 5. So that's at least 11 points for the young man scored tonight. That's not too bad. Not a bad outing. 5:02 left in the game as the Patriots are going to get ready to kick it back to the Aces. And we'll see if we have some continuous clock action coming up here. A running clock action. Aces down by 25. And Marino back out there to handle the kickoff. So that's good. Whatever was ailing him was something he was able to shake off pretty quick. Maybe just, sometimes you just get your helmet loose or have a shoe fall off or something like that. So here we go. Marino puts his foot into it. And it's a high kick caught. And out to about the 30-yard line where he's stopped with some authority. So that was Brant Langham with the return, and he got stopped cold right at the 30-yard line. 4:58 left in the game. Aces back on offense. Down by 25, 41-16 here in week number 1. And they break huddle and back onto the field they go. 1st and 10, Hicksville from their own 30-yard line. 4:58 to work with. Down by 25. Not looking good for the Aces, but that's why we play the games. You never know. Quick handoff and a nice run up the middle. Balls are getting out close to first down yardage. And they're going to give him the 10 and move the chains. Clock is rolling. So the Aces rack up a first down. Move the ball out to the 41-yard line here in the 4th quarter. Klima gets the snap. Klima, another handoff, and this time it looks like about a half a yard loss. They might give him the 41-yard line. Now they're going to say no gain. So that'll make it 2nd and 10. Clock will continue to roll. Second and 10 for the Aces. Man in motion. Klima with the snap. Pitches it back. And they'll put the shoulder down. Brody Balzer out to the 40-yard line, which means a loss of a yard. 3rd and 11 coming up for the Aces now. I do want to say a quick thank you, too, for the thanks for the nice feedback and comments that we've been getting on the YouTube channel. We appreciate that an awful lot. And, of course, we'll put in a plug. You know, you can subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Klima puts the ball up. Oh! And no flag and incomplete. The intended receiver, Kyler Baird, he was wrapped up, but the defender timed it really well so that they did not draw the flag. That'll make it 4th and 11. And we don't have the running clock because they did stop the clock with the incomplete pass. I wasn't sure whether that kicks in at 25 or I don't know.
Seems like they change it every year.
So Bergman, high snap, manages to get it off. Caught at the 30-yard line, 31, fair catch. So that was Brock Berman for Patrick Henry making the fair catch at the 31-yard line. And with 2:58 to go in the game, the Patriots get the ball back, leading 41-16.
Hicksville bringing out the JV.
And we're having a lot of the younger players coming out now. So we'll see their other quarterback for Patrick Henry is number 2, Lincoln Krieger, listed as a 6-foot freshman. So we'll see if he'll finish this game out. He wears number 2, and I do see him out on the field. So it looks like Krieger, or if it's Krieger, I apologize. But he'll be the quarterback to finish out the game for the Patriots. 2:58, and a lot of younger players for the Aces out there as well. Handoff. powering ahead and down at about the 38, 39-yard line. That was number 20, which is Cody McCants with the carry, and he gets it out again to the 38-yard line, where it will be second and about 3. Clock rolling. And the Patriots and the Aces pretty well acknowledging how this game is going to end up. And they'll let some of the younger players out on the field. They'll still play their hearts out, but it's a great way for them to get some good experience on the varsity field, get some varsity stats in a game that's already decided. Man in motion, Krager gets the snap. Quick handoff, up the middle, and a nice carry, a nice hole. He's off to the races, and they'll bring him down. That again was McCants, and he gets inside the 30-yard line. He goes out of bounds. For a minute there, I thought it was the football that was flying all loose, but it was the Aces defender's helmet that popped off. So ball at the 27-yard line now, first and 10 for the Patriots. Minute 45, the clock rolling. And again, the second team looking to see if maybe they can get some points on the scoreboard before the night is done. Lincoln Krager working out of the shotgun. Only a freshman. And timeout on the field. Timeout on the field, Patrick Henry, with a minute 20 to go in the game. (41-16). We'll be wrapping this one up shortly. For the post game, we'll quick wrap up. We'll look ahead to some of the things we've got coming up for you here on Hicksville Community Television, coming up over the next few days. And then we'll head back to the barn. That's a saying. Christopher looking at me like, I don't live in a barn. I was like, no, it's just a saying. Just a saying, Christopher.
I was thinking whatever you say.
Yeah. All right, back in action as we get ready to close this one out on a Friday night. Krager out of the shotgun. Takes the knee. First down and 10, so he'll be able to take a knee a couple more times, and that should do it. Unless the Aces stop the clock, which they're not going to do. So they'll go to the victory formation once, maybe twice to call it a night. Little conversation between quarterback Krager and the head official. I'd be telling him to wait until they say snap the ball so they can use the maximum amount of time. And that one will be another knee in 33 seconds. And we'll see if that'll be enough. I think so. Both the teams are heading back to the sidelines. They'll get ready to march across at midfield and congratulate each other. We'll do a quick shot of the scoreboard. And then we'll pull away from that. Down to 14 seconds. And again, Coach Smith, Coach Inselman, leading the parade of players. They'll congratulate each other in midfield. And time expires. Your final score tonight, week number 1 of the high school football campaign. It's the Patrick Henry Patriots waylaying the Aces, 41-16, the final score. Aces started off well. They scored the first touchdown of the night, but they were not able to get back into the end zone until the second half. Patriots put 3 into the end zone in the first half, and were able to cap it off with a few more scores in half number 2. Not a lot of penalties tonight, but some turnover problems for the Aces. And when all is said and done, they'll start off the season with a no win and one loss record, 41-16. Next up for the Aces, they are on the road for week number 2. They'll be heading down to Convoy Crestview High School down in Convoy, Ohio. Take on the Crestview Knights. We're going to be going down there. We've got our reserved space on the roof of the press box. We're looking forward to it. It's always a good trip down there. A nice facility and great people that take care of us. And again, with their space problems, with again the benefit that they're having for one of the families down there, they really went the extra mile to provide us with the space so that we could be there to bring you the live stream coverage of the game for all you Aces fans next week. So we will look forward to that. Next up for us here on Hicksville Community Television, we're taking tomorrow off, but we'll be back in action on Sunday. We got a couple of live streams that will be coming your way on Sunday. Christopher and I will be coming to you live from the ribbon cutting of the new annex at the Hicksville Schools Complex, the new gymnasiums, weight rooms, classrooms, whatever. The ribbon cutting at 1:45, and there's an open house from 2 till 4. So Christopher and I are hoping to be there to bring you the ribbon cutting and then maybe walk around a little bit and show you some of the new annex features on the live stream. We'll wrap that up, and then I think that we're going to be heading over to the Defiance County Fairgrounds to bring you another live stream that we're going to be doing to help out the Junior Fair Board. That'll be the Swine Show at the Show Arena, and that'll get started around 5 o'clock, and we're told to expect that to last probably somewhere 2 to 3 hours, but we'll see. Depends on how many swine are there, and I'm talking about the animals. So we'll look forward to that, and of course we'll have more live streaming coming up throughout Fair Week from both the Junior Fair side and on the Senior Fair side of things. And our next sports broadcast, our live stream, will be coming your way on Thursday, and that will be from Hicksville High School, as we will bring you the volleyball triple header, freshman, JV, and varsity, as the Lady Aces will be hosting the Wauseon Lady Indians. So we'll look forward to getting the volleyball season up and running next week as well. And our Wednesday live update, we're going to be over at the Industrial Park. We're being hosted by APT Manufacturing Solutions. And I think that's going to be about 3 o'clock, a little bit earlier than usual, but that fits in better with their schedule. So we'll be doing our live updates next week on Wednesday from APT Manufacturing Solutions, starting at about 3 o'clock. So we'll look forward to that as well. Hope you can join us. And again, you can subscribe or follow us on Facebook, whatever. We'll keep you up to date with all of the live streams coming up on our many platforms. And, of course, you can watch all of the rebroadcasts on Mediacom Channel 12. So with that, we want to say another big thank you, first off, to Misters Haught and Overmeyer, the athletic directors here at Hicksville. Again, helping us out, making us feel very welcome as always. And we're looking forward to working with both those fine guys for the 2021-2022 school year. Thanks also to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships here in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet, Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com, underwriting our football coverage this evening. Thanks to Christopher, giving up his Friday night, helping me out running the iPad Pro camera. And thanks to all of you for joining by. I hope you enjoyed our coverage here tonight. We had a great time and looking forward to the remainder of the season. So with that, we are going to wrap it up for this evening. One last time, final score tonight, Patrick Henry Patriots beating the Aces in week number 1, 41-16 the final score. And again, for Chris Warner running the iPad Pro camera, I'm Bill Murphy for Hicksville Community Television, wishing you a good night and good sports.